Should we establish what our characters would know about each other, if anything?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you that. Do you lot want to have met at the Pathfinder office, have worked together before, or...
Everybody knows Khaled's kind of a douche.
Oh.
Right. He's just generally known in Haven as that gear guy. Yeah, he's a bit of a douche.
Gear douche.
Elizabeth might actually introduce herself as Lizzie instead of Elizabeth.
I think having us having the characters know each other would get rid of some of the beginning awkward introductions, but those are fun. Not really.
Douche caliber.
Douche caliber.
Well, Shock. Tell me, is there a reason they should be rolling to recognize you? Are you trying to hide?
Sense motive. I sense motive on Shock, the player.
Right, roll.
Even without a knowledge check, well, I mean, if you want to roll a knowledge check, you can. But out of character, if you do decide to roll a knowledge check, then Mr. John Rogers is a gun for hire. He's usually hired, not like a mercenary, not really an escort either, since a single musketeer gets kind of circumstantial. Well, he's an adventurer, but he's stopped at Aderhaven for a year or so.
Just to clarify, Aderhaven's big enough that you could probably adventure from Aderhaven for your life and do pretty well for yourself if you were good at adventuring.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, really, it's just like there's not really ads, but sort of by word of mouth and by other means, he's a gun for hire. In whatever circumstance, you might need a single musketeer, so you might be hired with other gunners if there are other gunners nearby or whatever.
I'm legitimately tempted to actually ask. To roll knowledge for Lizzie.
Do you want us to? I can.
I don't know if it's...
I rolled knowledge for Shock and roll 20. I'll roll again for Lizzie.
Like, if Kira's alright with it? I don't know.
Yeah, go on.
I know nothing.
I just have to imagine like a legitimate... Wait, did you all? Okay, you
4.
know nothing.
I know that you are, in fact, a girl. Maybe.
Possibly. You know that I'm a person.
Your character's have a bad track record with that.
Oh.
Here's a very rough map, just so you have as reference. Because I had one ready, and then realised, holy shit, that one's got all the spoilers on it.
Didn't you mention you wanted to make a, like, non-spoilers one?
These are just the general districts.
Swords District. Huh.
Swords District.
Yeah, they weren't named very well.
Raven District. Where did... Oh, there's John.
Order District.
John's Main Street.
Ruby and Raven?
Yeah, they were named not all at the same time. Like, the city was just a small port town before it blew up into what it's become.
Wait, I don't understand, like, what are these? Ruby,
Districts.
Raven, Order... What?
City
Districts
Districts.
of the city.
Oh.
The brothel would be somewhere in Raven District. Also, for sense of scale, that is the... Just look at what I did to Caleb. That is the size of a person relative to the size of the city.
I see a giant fucking Caleb.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, it's in Raven District.
Wait, what happened to Caleb? What are you doing with Caleb? I'm sorry.
I tried to make him tiny, but it didn't work.
Just draw a little tiny thing. Like a little box.
It doesn't go that small. Like, look, you see that dot
That's what
there?
she said.
That's the size of a house, probably.
I just drew something.
That's also what she said.
So circle is a house, okay.
Okay.
Thingy is a house.
I'm fucking about.
I misread order as hair, to be honest.
Hair District!
That's where I'm in.
These circles are small, well, not small, but they are the 3 Mages Towers.
Lizzie's angry. Lizzie's just staring at me. Stop, please. You're very scary. Oh god, I'm inside Caleb. Oh god, there's a sandwich. There's a musketeer sandwich between them. Oh god.
Oh god. So you don't fucking about with my map?
I haven't touched your fucking map.
I've touched my map.
I don't want to touch your map.
Touch it.
Touch it awkwardly.
Stroke it.
Roughly.
I'm done stroking and jacking off your map. Yes.
So we're all in Raven District.
You're actually going to start in swords, but you're all way too big, so just hover over to the left.
Oh.
Like, you're going, like, sense of scale is destroyed.
By the way, I'm gonna make. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Go ahead. This can wait.
Okay. So our 4 adventurers, and I'm saying that loosely, are starting up here. A small square to the top because Kira can't draw maps. But up there is the Pathfinder building. They've got a decent amount of land, and they have their own access in and out of the city. The main gate is here, but through the Pathfinder side you can get in and out up here. Attempts to use it to smuggling will have you kicked out of the guild. Why is Caleb upside down?
Sorry.
Honestly, I wasn't annoyed, just confused.
There we go. Perfect.
Marvellous. But you 4 have been called here today because, well, you're Pathfinders. It's your fucking job. Get used to it.
Damn.
But you've been called in by one of the main in-city representative, whose name is Michael.
Oh, thank God.
He
So
what
much
was that?
so much sphincter and kinky anal. I'm so glad we just have a Michael.
I know, I was like, something's weird about this name. Oh wait, it's the most normal name in a while.
Yes, this is Michael. He's you know, the stereotypical public relations guy, fairly happy, but it's sort of
Secretly
put on.
suicidal on the inside.
Yes, that's
Okay,
Michael.
yep. Poor Michael.
Michael has called you 4 in. None of you were told what the mission is before now, so I'm not going to bother adding another sheet. It's just a normal room, wood walls, wood floor. You walk in like it's a meeting room. Walk in, Michael's sitting at a table, and there are seats for all of you.
Caleb sits at the head of the table.
Obviously. Right. Caleb's massive 7-foot-tall metal
So
frame
are
walks in
we
and
going
throws
to do
himself
something,
down.
or what's going on?
Can you not? We're describing things.
Can you not hear Kira?
Caleb throws himself down on
Hello?
the head of the table's chair, the chair creaking underneath him.
Rip
I
Frosty.
think Daniel's timing out.
Oh god.
Daniel, can you hear me?
I
So it begins.
can now. Apparently, somehow my sound was disabled.
What's the last thing
This
you heard?
starts off well.
I'm not sure. We were talking about the districts or something, and then
Oh.
everyone went quiet while
Okay,
I was
you've been
typing
gone for a
story
while.
notes.
You've probably all met Michael before if you've run any missions inside the city.
I'm gonna assume this building looks similar to like the Fairy Tale building or something, because that's kind of what I'm imagining.
Yeah, a bit more professional, but yeah, it's a guild hall. Yeah, we do.
Why are you
Yes.
beeping at me?
I'm being helpful.
I wouldn't call that a beep. It's more of like a blip.
You're a
Yeah,
blip.
or
Or
a blue.
chirp?
Are we discussing the sounds?
Disgusting.
Yes.
So,
Right.
so Caleb takes the initiative, and
And throws himself down on the chair, it creaking under his massive metal might.
that's not what I was going for. So if, so
Michael's
Well-
waiting for you all to sit down.
yeah, so
Elizabeth, Lizzie sits down at
John-
any chair.
John sits
Wait,
across
who's
from
Michael?
Lizzie. He's the guy who called us in for the meeting.
He's basically
Public
from.
He-
public
yeah, he-
relations / mission handler.
And so it begins.
So what
Yeah,
what
no-
is his profession exactly?
He's part of the Pathfinder Society, probably.
He's public relations. That is really his profession.
He's wearing a suit and he's holding a folder full of papers. You know him as one of the guys who gives out missions.
What are we supposed to call him?
Michael.
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 Greetings, Michael.
Hello again, Samuel.
He takes a seat.
John sits across from Lizzie. Hey, Mikey.
Once Caleb
There it is.
Hey,
once Caleb walks in, Samuel will be like staring amazed and like,
Dude, Caleb
you've
walked
already
in
met at this
first.
point.
What the heck? Caleb is always first.
Caleb's at the head of the
Caleb-
table.
well,
Caleb and Samuel have met before to exchange spells.
like he's probably though like once he realizes Caleb in there, he's like his eyes are like locked on Caleb, like amazed and enamored by like
Okay, you're doing the creepy stalker stare thing.
no, not the creepy cop.
That's what it is.
Stalker stare thing. Like he's like amazed by like the animus in front of him.
But you've seen it already.
Yeah, you've already met him.
If
you
Caleb
exchanged
had regular
blueprints.
eyes,
I
he'd
did?
be rolling.
Oh,
them.
I thought you were
That's
like
what-
doing like the pre thing where we're like we first meet.
No, this is you all meeting. up.
Okay, never mind. Then he wouldn't be.
I asked you all if you'd met up before or that, and your reaction was no.
So yeah, howdy,
Once you all
Mikey.
sat down and exchanged greetings, Michael opens up the folder. Right, just a standard mission today, though. Someone has wanted a small team to go investigate a murder scene in Raven District. The lower end, so you know what that means.
Do we know what that means?
Okay,
And
there's
that's
actually
out,
a map. Okay,
that's out of character.
anyone? No, actually, you're all locals. Raven District is the lower end, the poor district. Like if you wanted to buy illegal shit, this is where you would go, kind of district. Yeah, it's in Dunwall, the areas you see a lot in the game.
Dunwall. The
Like
area
in the
you walk
general
around in
city
from the game?
area, like
Yeah, the general city area. This is like the sort of ones that Corvo would have been running missions in. Like,
oh, okay, all right.
generally, like you'd see rats, you'd see
The
Uh-huh.
slums, almost
yeah,
like.
the slums. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. This is the slums. Jesus Christ, it's 3 a.m. My brain is not up and running. It should be
It's
because
almost-
I'm GMing, but it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Say. All right.
There's a murder investigation here, and the client thinks that the guards aren't properly investigating it, or just aren't interested. So they wanted to hire a small team to do it.
What kind of things? Do they have any specifics on the lack of investigation, or is it just a
The
general
guards have
feeling?
ruled it off as a suicide. The client
Ah.
seems pretty adamant that it was a killing.
What
Who's the
information?
client?
The client wishes to remain unnamed.
Do we have information about the circumstances of the murder, or will we be learning that when we arrive?
Yes,
you
who was
have-
murdered and how?
Who was murdered? He rifles through the papers. It was one...
Colonel Mustard with his own candlestick.
No.
It's not Crimes Against Humanity.
It was one... James Dalseem.
Do we have access to
what?
the body?
You have access to the crime scene, which is undisturbed. The body will be being removed to a funeral home at the end of the day. So, I have today to see the scene as it is. The guards apparently haven't. If they've been as lackadaisical as the client thinks they have, it'll be undisturbed.
What's the pay?
2,000 split evenly. It should only be a day's work. Looking at this, if it goes on for longer, pay will increase accordingly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Here's the address. He slides you over your paper with an address, which is in not like the worst part of the Raven District, but it's one of the middle ones. Like
Who'd
you're
he
not
slide it
surprised
to?
you're not surprised to hear that there was a suspicious killing in this district, this place.
Who's the most leadery person of the party? Who'd he slide it to? Or
He
just the
just
center of the
slides it
table?
across the table. Who takes it?
Okay.
Caleb reads it probably. Like he takes it to read it and then like drops it on the table and walks out to start hitting there.
Right.
Caleb swaggers out of the room.
Caleb,
Prances.
Caleb pushes his top hat up and strides.
And as Samuel trails after him, drooling, staring at that
Yeah.
the metal behind.
Yeah.
John-
Elizabeth picks up the paper with the address.
John will hop over the table and skim it over Lizzie's shoulder. Be a bit impatient if she takes longer than him to read, since he's skimming.
Okay, so alright, you three have the extra information from reading the docket that it was James Dalseem. It doesn't have any living relatives, so it's a bit odd that someone's asking for him to be investigated. But it is. And
Where did you say that what district did it happen in?
Lower Raven.
Raven District? But Raven District is massive. Like it's nearly as big as Caleb. Caleb's
Whoa!
So yeah, you're all in Raven District.
Since,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm assuming you're all heading to Raven
Yeah,
District.
why are you guys just floating outside the city?
Well,
I'm
it's because
sorry,
you're too
man, I'm
big
in-
for the
I'm in
fucking
corporeal.
city, so just float there.
I'm incorporeal, man.
Float below it.
You know
Right.
what?
Oh god. Oh, thanks, man. Good. Now make Caleb the same. Now, dang it, just giant.
Oh my goodness!
I must be the center of attention.
Caleb, please. John cowers.
Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
Okay, what you're looking for, the place you're looking for is here. Just so you know for future reference on the map. Yeah.
That's supposed to be an M for murder scene.
There, that black dot is the murder scene.
Okay.
Surrounded.
I'd like to.
Do you stop anywhere on the way, or
No, Caleb wants to see that body.
Go look at that body.
Caleb wants to take it apart?
Oh God.
Lizzie doesn't really head
Turn into-
anywhere.
As you come up on the road, like you've got the address, you thought you were going to have to look for the house, but there you notice 2 guards standing outside a building. Fairly average looking guards.
Elizabeth walks up to them, saying, not actually saying that, but
The guards are like, "What's wrong with you? You drunk?"
Yeah.
no, Elizabeth would say, Pathfinder Society sent us for the murder of James Desaline. Is that how you...
Caleb
how you
goes,
spell it?
no, it was a suicide, and does air quotes. Like, excessively, like, exaggerated air quotes.
Okay.
John Snickers. I'll be right back. Gotta grab my micro USB for my
roll
mouse.
perception, Nixxi.
What? Oh, hang on. Wait, how do you roll in fucking... Goddamn.
Slash roll.
the
Your
dice on the top.
perception is +5.
Oh shit, I forgot to add the 5 thing. Wait, since when was his perception so high? I thought he was like shit.
Your wisdom score, I think.
Oh.
No, remember you got a bunch of extra skill ranks. You tossed 2 of them. in perception.
Oh. Right, I
And
took
you
some
get-
out of knowledge because he's not a bard.
Yeah, he's not a bard.
So that's, yeah, 22.
Yeah, 22. Okay, you notice what one of the guards rolling his eyes when he sees you, starting with your performance. You get the feeling he may recognize you.
Who are you talking to?
Nixxi.
Oh.
Because Caleb's the one being a dick.
Caleb ignores it.
Right, so the guard who didn't roll his eyes turns to Lizzie. Paperwork?
Lizzie probably shows them the folder. Or whatever
He-
paper gave us.
He leafs through it, finds the pass that he was looking, like the signed permission to be there that he was looking for, and then nods and says, okay, go, you're wasting your time though. And then steps back to let you in.
'Cause it's a
Money is money.
suicide, right?
Caleb pushes past and goes, says the 2 guards standing outside.
Oh God.
Oh,
My micro USB.
hang on, I need to
feeling
roll something.
Very hard to find.
Okay, the guards glare, but they don't do anything.
Should I make Caleb tip his hat?
You're right.
Elizabeth probably walks in as well, and...
Probably.
Elizabeth walks in as well and looks around.
Okay, now if you look to the left, there's a square. This is the room.
Oh boy!
Why is the room
The room
bigger
is
than the
city-sized.
entire district?
Yeah, because I can't be asked making multiple.
Fuck scales.
The body is on its bed. Which one of you goes to...
John does.
Is Caleb on top of the body?
Caleb, please.
I overshot.
Right.
Caleb starts rubbing himself on it.
Now, anyone who wants to investigate the body, roll perception.
Okay. What's my
Is that a
plus in that?
D20?
Yep. Plus your
D20
plus your bonus.
perception.
I got a plus
Got
10.
8 bonus.
Okay, Caleb, you can tell it's a dead body.
Can he take it apart?
What do I know or notice?
I apparently got an 18 on both rolls. Oh, you guys are rolling in there, huh?
Because there's 2 rollers in it.
I did not realize that, but I got the same on both, so can I still use it?
No, you roll in bloody D20. Also, that makes me
Wait, I
suspicious
thought it was
of
supposed
those
to be
rollers.
D20.
No, you roll
Which one's
in the
D20?
website, on the
In the roll
thing.
20.
The website's called Roll20.
How-
No,
Your
D20.
perception is +7.
Slash roll
Get-
space D20.
You can open
Or
the
the
dice roller, it does it for you.
Dice roller on the left, yes.
There's a dice symbol, open it, and then add your perception bonus and roll it.
Right, so
I need to get my macros back. Hold on.
What is perception bonus?
It's in your
D20
sheet.
+7 for you.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's the far left number.
Yep.
Ah,
Everyone but Caleb. I suppose Caleb realizes this after a couple seconds. Realizes, looking at the body, that it's laying on its front. But as you sort of, poke it, prod it, lift it up a bit, you can tell that the two main puddles of blood are under its arms. When you lift X James's arms up, his wrists are completely shredded.
Is there any way we can tell by what specifically, if it was a certain type of weapon? But that is a skill to roll?
It looks rough with your perception score, so you can just keep going.
17.
It looks like it was a dagger, but there's no dagger as far as you can see. Well, you can't see any dagger he had, and these are deep cuts, like on the left arm where there's more blood. You think there was cut first. It's down to the bone. You can see bone through one of the deeper cuts.
If we wanted to
Was
look
it-
around the room, is that a different perception roll?
Yeah, just throw another perception roll up.
Was
Okay.
were the wrists cut before or after he was killed?
As far as you can tell, having the wrists cut was what killed him. Like, he bled out from that. You can't, as far as you can tell, he didn't really. There wasn't a struggle. Like, the sheets were a bit disturbed, but you can't tell if that's because he was fighting someone or if it was because, his wrists. He opened up his wrists and was then spasming on the bed.
They'll
Huh.
check under the nails, see if there's anything under his nails, like scratches
Yes,
the
I-
back or something like
His
that.
hands are drenched in blood.
what is he wearing clothes? Please tell me he
He's
is.
wearing a t-shirt and trousers.
All right. Does the trousers have any pockets or such?
Yep. Look
Can
in
I
his
check
pockets.
them?
Yeah, you find 5 gold in a small sack, and you also find a small broken pocket watch.
Does John notice anything in the room? Any clues or anything stands out
I'll
to
leave
him?
the gold in his pocket for now, and for
Jesus.
and
Caleb-
further check the pocket watch.
Is all the blood dry?
Good point.
It's drying. There is some wet, some dry. He's been here a while. If you were guessing, you'd say about 7 hours from this morning. Oh, it's about 3 p.m. by the way.
How much blood is wet? Because Caleb wants a blood sample.
Oh yeah, you can take a blood sample.
Okay, Caleb takes a blood sample.
Do I need to roll anything to further inspect the pocket watch?
You have appraise, don't you?
I do think I
Roll
do.
appraise. He doesn't have any hair yanked out or pulled out. Looking around the room while you roll Glant, while Glant looks around the room, he doesn't really see much of interest. There's a lot of empty boxes, like the sort of things you would ship things in.
Wait a second. Does he have shoes on?
No, he has socks on. It's
Okay.
a broken pocket
I was gonna
watch.
say, why would he be in bed if he has shoes on?
Yeah, screw you, don't tell me to live my
Makes
life.
sense.
Ugh.
What are they rolling for? Appraise?
Yeah, it's a broken
Yeah.
pocket watch. Might be
He
able to
will
get it
try
fixed.
himself.
There's no emblems or anything.
Well, does Lizzie show the pocket watch around?
Probably after checking it, I would probably mention it to the rest of the party. What time does it say on the broken pocket watch?
What the hour hand is broken.
The minute still.
It's been smashed in.
Oh.
But it's been smashed in, but there's no glass shards in his pocket.
Okay.
It was
Do I see any other glass shards possibly around the room, laying on the floor?
Roll perception for the room.
How was my character's appraise for it?
Broken pocket watch.
And would I be able to use Clockwork Craft to tell me
try,
anything
but
else about it?
It's a broken pocket watch. There's nothing special about it as far as you can tell.
I'll ask one of the. Wait, does it just look like a normal pocket watch, or does it look like it had been expensive, or?
Well, pocket watches are fairly expensive, but it's not a super high-end one. It's got no family markings or anything on it. It's a broken pocket watch.
Does it Like his apartment and everything? Does he look like he was poor? Or?
He's in the Raven district, but it's like he's not in like, you know,
Poverty.
the
Dire
building's
straits or
falling
anything?
apart. Like he's like where he is. He's near the docks, which is like one of the better bits. Like here, where if you look at the map, here would be the worst part of the Raven district. This would be the best part. This is middle tier. Like, okay, from as you're all looking around the room, you're noticing a lot of boxes, a lot of like empty boxes that have been unpacked. A lot of letters. Do you read any of the letters?
Yes.
Probably check on the letters, yes.
Yeah. Are there
Just
like
a smattering of letters.
From what you can tell, they're all shipping manifests, order forms
From where?
from various areas. Some are just marked as for client, and some are marked for like for Jim, and then others are naming various places you know to be frequent other ports that the ships that visit the docks would go to.
Do we know how long he's been living in Raven District, or if he's just a recent person that just came in?
Can Elizabeth check the boxes that are around the room?
Yes, you can. The majority of the boxes are empty. There is, however, a box near the bed, nearer, so it would be about, if I move Caleb, about here-ish. In there, there's wax paper? There's wax paper and twine box.
in the box?
Yeah, like there was something packed inside the box, and he opened it up.
Is it like?
It was opened up.
Is there any particular like indentation in any of it that would?
It's suspiciously unmarked. Like there's no
No, I meant
markings
like
of where it came from.
indentation in the wax paper or the twine. I thought no, never mind.